Welcome back to On the Grind, and show you now is how you would connect the profile to World of Trucks once you've registered on the site. So we're just at the loading screen here, and I've selected the profile I want to connect, which is, in case it's a grinder, the one that I'm using. Those are the two profiles. That one is private with that one. That one's Pro Mods with Middle East, and that's my multiplayer profile. So notice there you haven't got a globe highlighted there. Soon we'll have. So comes up, connect your profile to World of Trucks. So and it's here. So you just wait for it coming through. It should do any second now, I hope, unless it's locked up again. It's just a moment, just reading your data now. You're seeing it can take a little while for this bit to appear. If it does, if not, there is another way of connecting it. And see here, oh, it's come up, edit profile. So you put your account name in there, which I'm not going to show you this, but right. So I've put my account name in and my password in. That's my real name, by the way. So things here. So you would click remember password. I won't click show password for obvious reasons, but if you hadn't got one, you click on register now, and that will take you to the World of Trucks site. It's the same procedure as for ATS. Is how you connect the profile. So do then is click on apply, and it will verify the account information that you put in correctly, and it will take you back to here. And because I've got a picture of an online avatar pic, which is that's the one I use on multiplayer, but I can't actually go in and edit that. So when it comes up, so if you want to keep your, just use your online avatar for multiplayer. So you can go on use online avatar, unclear the checkbox and apply, and that will take me back to my driver picture which I had before. So I just continue the game on as so, and I will be showing you a job when this loads in. So I did say this was going to be a bit educational, this profile, so it is a bit boring in places. So I expect, but you can only register profile on World of Trucks account when you own your own truck. So, but that may be important later on. So it's just come up here because I've connected the profile about the pink ribbons event, which I have completed. So go over that. So now we're clicking job market. If you click on external job markets, it won't come up that your profile isn't connected anymore. So I'll go back on that distance here, and some of the Jazzy Cat trailers do carry over real companies, but a lot of the loads don't. So a lot of these loads will be default cargoes within the game. But if you go into externals or external market, it actually shows you straight away the jobs that's available in the city where you are. So in case we could be looking at going paying job at 50.44 euro a mile is the LPG. So instantly check if the freight market one works out pays more. I'll take the freight market job. So 50.44 was what we were looking at on that one. So you have 44. So paying job, but I'm gonna take in the last video is probably going down to Bratislava in Slovakia, so I'll keep to that. So we've got to pick a 27-ton tank up, and these are a bit long and awkward to take, so we'll have to travel from the destination where we are at the moment.
Let's do this.
And we have 25 miles to travel, but if you're let's explain in a minute when get out of this. Once I made them balls up of actually getting out of here. So yeah, there is a difference between external and jobs. If you click on accept a job in external, you can just drive to the business and it'll highlight which trailer you're picking up, because in freight market you have to go still up to the business and then you have to click on the trailer symbol and then list of jobs that are available there. You click on which one you want to accept and away you go as normal. But the externals, if you cancel a job, there's no penalty, but if you cancel one on the freight market, there's a penalty which you have to pay, which can actually work out quite a lot, because it took about €19,000 off. So I know it's about that in one of the games, so aware of that. And things. I'll go through, I'll make might make a separate video on the job markets, because sometimes it does take a little bit of explaining, so
turn right.
It's up to you whichever one's a job market you use, but if you're using pro mods or map expansions on a profile, sometimes the external contracts don't become compatible, because when you have to take either channel tunnel or the ferries across, that's when it can come up that it can't find route, because those expansion maps change things within the game. But just stick on the official, on the base game and all the official DLCs, whichever you may have, then that doesn't become a factor. So, and of course you're not forced to connect your profile, or you can have it connected for a while and then take it off, or you can connect it up to do the events. So that's totally up to yourselves, really, what you do.
Keep right and then turn right.
So
turn right.
really. We're actually going into Gdansk itself now and pick the load up. I'll come out via the discoverables if it is possible, but you can see what I mean about these tanks being long.
Go straight on.
So
Keep right.
we've arrived at the pickup point here, and we're in freight market. We have to symbol there and it's a job, but if we took one off externals from here, trailer will be already highlighted for us. So show you this procedure a few times. So going actually down to Bratislava, this load about 509 miles. You know, this truck is just a basic entry level one. It isn't really set up to take the heavier cargo, so when I drop this off, hopefully I'll be able to pay back the loan I took out, because amounts come off daily and the only way that you can pay the loan back is either to let it run the repayments, or if you've got enough you can repay it in full, whatever's left owing on the loan.
Drive safe.
So here, here very gently, and I mean, it's a fairly long load and it's 27 tons, so the problems will come when we have to reverse with it. So I'm going to bring the map up briefly, so put the waypoints in so we'll be able to come there, put there, around there, by that way, and that'll pick both of those up, and then we'll be down showing the lods, then do a bit of Katowice, Ostrava there, then Bruno, and then down into the drop-off point at Bratislava, so we're quite near the Austrian border, so we're a little bit past what just complete through there.
Let's go.
And that hasn't altered our distance what we have to go that much on the job yet. So pull the rear, make sure that there's nothing
Turn
coming,
right.
and get out of here without damaging the cargo. So stop here. I just had to take a pause there to attend to something, so now I'll have up the bitrate for this one on the, because it's recorded video, so hopefully it'll be a bit better quality than what some of them have been. So
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left. Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
just waiting for the traffic lights to change now, and they have. So because I'm going down the discoverable, so we'll look back over ourselves at point, but it's just the way the roads are laid out in the city.
Get
so
ready to turn right.
and
Turn right.
If I go to a city, you know, chuck like I normally have to do the discoverables if I haven't done them, so
Go straight on. Get ready to turn right.
say that's just go past it there. That's a small
Turn
Scania
right.
dealer there, because there's no recruitment, no workshop attached to it, so it's a small garage, but you can't tell when you're just looking at the map on the question marks if it's going to be a recruitment agency or dealer. But there's plenty of sites on the internet if you search for
Turn right.
ets2 truck dealers, and you can get a list of what manufacturers in what different cities, and if it's a big one or a large one. But you get more discovery done if you do it yourself. I know where a few of them are.
Go straight on.
See, later on, if you're doing mod trucks, a lot of them are not available in the UK dealers, so you have to buy them like from Europe. So I tend to use Luxembourg for Volvo.
Go straight on.
Paris is Renault. Scania's like Stockholm things, and Man, I think Stuttgart or somewhere like that. I've just got memory blank on the others, so but there's plenty of dealers for all the brands scattered throughout the map, so
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
as you see there with the top bar below advisor, it tells me how much currently have in the bank account. There's a truck symbol there which signifies damage, so the more damage there is on your truck, the more that turns red. It gives you current speed, your current gear, like a fuel gauge up there, bed symbol, so the more blue that is, the more tired you are, and when it goes to red, You really do need to find a rest stop. Then you've got your current game
Go
time,
straight on.
and then it gives you an estimation of when you're actually going to arrive at your destination. And then you've got your mileage to go, and that's the things there. So well, I said in the live stream, I'm trying not to actually put the accelerator hard down, otherwise it just holds on to high revs and it doesn't change up as quick and it loses more fuel. Now I have towed a good bit of weight with this truck, so that's why it's down in the 7s, but if it was on lighter weight loads and things, it should be higher than that. But so usual procedure at the tolls, just drive over where the cash symbol is, press enter, you go through. So this is start of a toll road, so when you come to the next set of toll roads, it takes the fee off what would you have in your account for the toll. But that's most road tolls, and then like in Sweden and Norway you sometimes get toll that you pay when you've either just crossed the bridge or just about to. Tolls in Poland, France and Italy are mainly coming to Arbs, so a bit more. And I know I shouldn't encourage it, but at some time on this profile I will be showing you how to use emergency fueling, but for that I will have to run out of fuel to show you, but I don't know when that'll be. So, and you do that refuel by pressing F7, going through the options, but yeah, going to F7 options, you can be towed to service, there's emergency refuel and trailer configuration in there. So, but if you're on Freight Market and you get towed to service, you do not, it tows you to the nearest red spanner and you still have your load intact. But if you're on external contracts, you still get towed to the services, but your load automatically gets cancelled, so you will have to then start again with another load from the city, wherever it takes you. Now it always takes you to the nearest red spanner to actually where you are. That's on the base maps that use that in either, but if you're on externals in Pro mods,
Go straight on.
that sometimes doesn't work because obviously there's more cities in Pro mods. It's on the default map and some of them are actually laid out slightly differently in the game, so there. I may go over some of these points again in a live stream so that you get to know. So I've got away with just taking it a little bit up there over the speed limit to go into a higher gear, so it's not revving as hard on the engine, so the fuel economy should be better, because the aim of the game, if you're driving automatic or manual in this game, is to try and keep it between the green band. But if your truck hasn't got a green band on, the green band is normally about the equivalent of between 1000 and 1600 RPM, so that's where the peak torque power is, because after that, I didn't get slowed down in time there, so that's my own fault, and that's what happens when you get caught speeding, you get fined. Right, yeah, oh, I forgot what I was saying there. So this will be more money to pay out now to go through the toll. Yeah, see there, it's come up with how much it is. It's non-negotiable, you have no choice, you have to pay it. Yeah, so saying there, back to torque bands before I got fined. On most trucks it's between about 1000 and 1600 RPM, so if you can keep your revs between them ranges, if you drive a range split like I do on my other profiles, it's manual. Split gear will drop the RPM by about 200 on most of the trucks. And a full gear, which would be say between 5 low and 6 low, then your RPM would drop by about 400. So drive manual, if you aim to change gear about 1600 RPM, whether it's split or next gear or not, that's normally sufficient. So with automatic your truck decides that, but you can't. In automatic you can actually find the keys, what have you, so you can actually change it up yourself and that. So, and then of course the other gearing method that's available in the options for all the trucks is sequential, so where you change gear, paddles or buttons, but you don't use the clutch at all. It's a while since I've driven automatic for any great amount of time in the game, but well, here.
Get ready to exit right.
Now?
Exit right. Turn right.
Sometimes occasionally when you try to set up uphill, sometimes you need to apply the handbrake first, some acceleration on in the manual, then release your handbrake to get them away. So And this trailer is being, although it's a long trailer with a lot of wheels on, it's been fairly compliant because it's got steerable axles on. So I'm running DX11 at the moment, so but the game is going DX11 only with the next update or OpenGL, so if you can only run DX9 you'll have to use OpenGL instead. That sort of can improve like later on some of like the graphics engines and things that they use within the game. This game has been around since the back end of 2012, so
Go straight on. Go straight on.
and you have to be prepared for the AI to do anything in this game, so if anybody watches this far, do you think then that the Renault T is underpowered with what loads you've seen me pull with the smallest engine one? If I knew how to get like record one video of me doing this load with one truck and say a video of me doing it with a few other trucks, I wouldn't know how to mosaic them or whatever you call it, edit them in, so actually compare that. So but I have driven every make of truck in the game, every model before numerous times, so driven the low powered ones, I've driven high powered ones, mid power ones, so my favourite horsepower in a truck's about 460-ish, so that's for single player. You've seen any of my multiplayer streams, the truck that I've used in quite a few of the last streams has been the Renault T, but that one has a 480 engine. So and I will be either streaming or shooting a video with the Pro Mods with Middle East add-on, where I'm using the CISO at the moment. There's a bit of delay there because I tried to buy a new moddy truck, and every time that I tried to put customization on it, it's crashing the game, so we'll abandon that mod for now. But I will explain which mod it is that I've been having problems with in a video that's relevant to that series. That's still ongoing, but I haven't done much the profile lately. Either. I'm not planning on posting maybe this video till before I stream again, because
Go straight on.
I'm that. And then I'll have to. I like to play them through though before I post them, so I can make sure that the audio and things are actually correct on them. If not, I will just reload in a saved game I make before I either start a video or stream, so if anything does happen I can go back to that point and do the whole thing again if I need to at any time.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Now at certain times of day, the traffic lights in some cities will just flash so you don't need to stop, and then other traffic lights will work as they are normally as well, so corner out fairly wide to get the load round, which is big tank. Here.
Go straight on.
Strong, see, just the way I like it.
Go straight on.
Yeah, if you're wondering what I'm doing with the cruise control, have a button map to cruise control resume, and then I have another couple of buttons. Like it's a wheel on the steering wheel, so if you've got a G29 you'll know what I mean by that, and that's what I use to adjust the speed of the cruise control.
Keep left and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Go up and get into the right lane. There, and then if you have that you can alter your, it's partly what the grid steps for. So each turn or press of the button will either increase or decrease by a certain amount of points, which set it to. There, so within the settings there you can set tolerance, so I've got my tolerance set on a 0, but you can have it on, I think, up to about 3. That allows it to go over by that much. So I could turn the fines off and the speed limiter off and do this probably at 70-80 miles an hour if the truck's capable of that. But if you do that, the faster you go, the more likely you are to flip over and have accidents. So some things around the business and things may do look a little bit different how I have it set as what's the standard game, because I'm using a company add-on mod by Show.me, so that makes the businesses look a bit more like they use, so that's why there's park trucks in some of the pickups and drop-offs, and so using the real company logo by Show.me, but there is plenty of real company mods and things around which you can use that change the names of the companies that you're actually going to in the game to ones that's true in real life, like that. So it does try and add a little bit more realism into the game as well, so you just do what you want to do. The game, playing like single player, not bothered about multiplayer. You can mod your profiles however you like with trailer mods, AI traffic mods, different truck mods and skins and things for them. But if you're going to be playing multiplayer, it's best to have a profile that hasn't got any mods on at all. It's just what's default within the game, or you can use the official DLCs on multiplayer, so that's your paint packs and things, and most of the cargo packs with special transports are not compatible with multiplayer. If you're on multiplayer and take a special transport load, it just kicks you off the server straight away, more or less. So and if you might think, oh, it's going too slow now. Well, I've just got in cruise control, so the truck's setting itself up. If I was driving manual, then I would have more control over when it changes gear, but if you're making the transition from automatic to manual, it's just find a layout that you like to use in manual, and then If you know roughly when an auto was changing gear, if you replicate that with a bit of a manual, then you don't get to where, and then you know, just like when you change gear yourself in manual as well to your own taste. So if you use a smaller engine one and coming uphill or starting on a hill, you will need to change down a lot sooner than if you're using an engine with more torque in it. So so if you try a few different wrecks, chucking down a few different engines, you'll find some engines that you absolutely like, that you think are like peach. So what you want. So there is one or two that I found a bit peachy. The old man, the TDX 400 engine actually isn't that bad. In the 105, the 410's a nice engine as well in them, but a lot of people will just get a truck and go straight and bung the IS4 engine that they can in them, which is fair enough to do, but you have to sort of more challenging. It's more rewarding to do heavier loads with a small engine than what it is with a big engine. I'm not knocking big engine trucks because I use them in multiplayer, so I've run them. So, but on general cargo, about 450 to 540 will be sufficient. So if you're looking for a good starter truck that's got plenty of power, go with either of the Volvos. There's the F8 Classic starts at a 540 engine and the other one starts at the 460, so newer one. Run the 540 engine for a while, then when you're high enough level, put a 6x4 chassis on it, and that'll provide adequate power for your needs throughout your profile with all the loads on. Because if you do special transport and quick jobs, it's normally highest power truck anyway, so that's so
exit right.
Mind you, don't see some of them, some of the models are trucks in there, so, but for example, the come across something that's the XF E6 or the 106 or XF, whichever they call it. It's a newer DAF. The special transport loads on that are using the 530 engine because that's the biggest that they have, so that actually proves that you can do them with that size engine and stuff. So I'm waffling on, I know, I'm sorry about that. I think the things to talk about. So how far am I off doing the rest? 48 minutes from needing to find a rest stop, so what are we doing next?
Keep right, and then exit right.
Don't ask me how to show the music player or how the radio works in this game, because I am not risking copyright strikes. It's self-explanatory and there's guides on Steam anyway, most aspects of the game. So just let that up and let the truck accelerate itself up to there, so Try and have a look at the map, see if there's a rest stop coming up, which there is one coming up. Quite soon. Here. Have I got enough diesel left to finish the journey? Yes. I have. Use retarder to aid the come up. I'll just make sure I clear the retarder off. Lights off, put handbrake off, engine, and then will magically reappear after our sleep. Yes, sir. Well. Here and wait till we can get out. Should be a gap now after this SUV type of vehicle. We'll continue on our way, hopefully now to our destination without too many incidents. I am not one for showing you parts of journeys, so show you them all or nearly all of them what I'll be doing. I am not holding back on what distance the jobs are either in this profile, so you will get some long jobs and some short ones. But I will try and vary whatever cargo I'm taking, so I won't stick on the same types of cargo all the time. Like, I haven't pulled the same load twice yet in this profile, so I'll just get in 12th gear, cruising, I hope, for a good while. So I still have 160 something miles to go. Profile, so far, touch wood, he says touching top of his head, we haven't had any problems with this load. We haven't got stuck anywhere. I haven't ground to halt on a bank or anything yet, so had a fine, a speeding fine, but they're never anybody else's fault but your own. If any time that I'm live and I'm doing a convoy, anybody's wanting to join at any time, you're seeing how I drive on those, mainly pretty sensibly, so... Right, so now, that's just popped up, we've had a low fuel warning, so the larger your truck capacity, fuel, the more fuel you have actually left when this light comes on. So if you had a 400 litre tank, like what's on some of the Iveco 6x4s, Charlie's especially, when that light comes on you'd have a lot lower fuel, so you'd have less. So just come on at 200 and something litres
Go
left,
straight on.
which estimated should last about 270 something miles then, so... But normally when you come on it's fine a fuel station of pulling, but you sort of need to know how far you can push it before it runs out. And each truck brings its light on at a different fuel level, so work that one out. I know with the newer Volvo on a 4x2 chassis, I've done this with the 460 fuel times, you see, and a low fuel light warning, don't worry about them, is you know when you're down to 40 litres in that truck, because then it'll come on that it's running out of AdBlue, but that's the only truck I've seen that actually comes up that you're running out of AdBlue. These I don't know yet, so I may try that if I actually fuel up. Because the white part of the fuel gauge, that's your fuel, and the blue bars around the outside actually AdBlue or your DEF fluid, depending where you're from, what they are. It's basically the same thing. It's an additive that they put on, that's injected into the exhaust system, that neutralises some of the toxins and things that do actually come out your exhaust to make them
Go straight on.
more environmentally cleaner emissions, to say. There you go. That's how that works. I think DEF fluid and AdBlue are basically the same thing, so and all trucks have to be commercial vehicles now have to be running on AdBlue, and yeah, there's some vans are using it now, like Ford Transits and that type of van. Some of them will be using it now. The buses and coaches are using it as well, newer ones, AdBlue. I don't know if they've got it in cars yet, but I know there's a few different maybe grades of like diesel. So normal, and then you get like low sulfur, ultra low sulfur, something like that as well in those, so all of that coming up. Don't think I've uploaded it yet, but recorded another mod review and test drive or a mod truck in ATS things, so this one will be uploaded and that, so trying to keep up with what I'm up to with what series. I know I haven't published any Idiot's Guide to ATS for a while, but when maybe the new game version releases and things like that, I will then the map DLC, so some of the series are on hold and some I don't know about yet. Because a bit mixed up. To go through, see what I've got recorded, what I need to do with them, so it's easy when I was recording videos because all the videos could be on one
Keep
thing
right,
or
and then exit
profiles,
right.
but now I'm live streaming as well regularly.
Exit right.
Get a bit mixed up sometimes. Things. So 75 miles to go on this journey, or just going up 75 on this corner. and there's a link in the description to a nice, small, friendly VTC, the Road Warriors, which is run by RaceSim. A couple of simple requirements on that. You must be over 16. And the minimum you have to do for the company is 1,000 miles a month in ATS and 1,000 miles a month in ets2. But if you're only on one of the games like Renault, then your requirement would become 2,000 miles in the game that you own, because not everybody owns both of the truck sims, so it's a small requirement. It takes up to a couple of hours to do a monthly requirement on both games, so on the average all average runs you'll be looking at in ets2 you can estimate that you'll be doing about 500 to 600 miles in 1 hour. Game miles, that is. But runs quite an active Discord as well, and there's also a Discord link in there to my Discord, which I've just recently set up, and trying to get some more content and things in there as well. Three limits. Countries that can do more than 80 kilometers an hour in are Russia, one of the Baltic countries, another one of the Baltic countries, Slovakia, France and the UK. Most of the others are 50 mile an hour or 80 kilometer an hour maximum limits for trucks, so but as you travel around, if you have it set in truck speed limiter, it will tell you what speed you can go, and that's relevant to what scale. I have mine in miles, so it's showing me in miles per hour. So used to both scales because in the UK, so predominantly use miles an hour, but my father was a coach driver and my uncle was a long distance wagon driver, so choose kilometres, and also myself because tachograph in the bus that I did get to briefly drive legally. That's testing that. That was kilometres. Tachograph in that, but there's, as a result of an accident not long after I passed my test, and with the health conditions that brought on, I'm unable to drive any vehicle in real life, so though I quite haven't been fit free for the required minimum term that you have to pay to get your license back. I will not, if I go over that, I will not be reapplying because I don't take the risk of blacking out or fitting at the wheel, especially not get a job, especially if it's a school run or anything, and run that involve like a lot of, because when you're a coach driver, if your school runs or even holiday runs or anything, you're responsible for lives of up to 50 or 60 something people, depending on how many seats the vehicle actually has, so there's large responsibility on that one. So the accident, it took me a while to recover from that, and then I did do care work briefly for us test, so I just went back and care work for a while in like nursing homes, in a few with the elderly. But how I started in that was that some
Keep left and then turn left.
time I'd finished like YTS and I was between YTS scheme and going on to employment training as
Turn
it
left.
was then. I don't think either of these things are available now. I did some volunteer work in a local centre that some people, I'm not going to offend anybody here, but the people there had learning disabilities, so all very different types, and I enjoyed work assisting them in some of like the daily activities and craft projects, so started making myself a bit of a living in the care industry, but I did predominantly work nights as well when I was working in the care home, so I had a mental breakdown, but this was not to do with work, it was the stress of moving out of home, not long after I moved out of home, which were parents. Never heard that term before. My father was diagnosed with a terminal illness, so working where I was working, then I was having to travel over to their house and help look after him and things, the rest. So the strain did get to me a while, so after that I did have a few more years off from a breakdown, and then care industry, and the second home that I worked in was barely minimally okay, so till I couldn't stand it any longer, I finished a bit more period of
get ready to turn
helping my mum come to terms with my dad's death and things like that, and then go nursing home. But then again, I did sounds bad here, doesn't it?
Keep right and then turn
it's good rewarding, it's plenty rewarding career, don't get me wrong, but it can be stressful at some times. So last place I worked, it was on nights. Again, it was a residential care home, so the residents weren't quite as bad, but some of them were still quite highly demanding on things. So, and other things. Oh, but I knocked my knee, and I was prescribed codeine. Think nothing of it, and then take it, and it wouldn't become effective, so I started taking more and more and more of it, and this is the prescription one, so it was a 30 microgram one, because the one you can buy in the shops is up to 8, and that, so more and more, and then I realised I had a problem when I was taking up to 30 something a day. I was still working full time then, but obviously chronic constipation at the time and things, so just going to a head where I had to leave the job where I was in, because quite frankly, it was going to take a good while to get over the addiction, and I didn't know what treatments and things I had, so with the boss, and then I went to go and see my GP to get help to actually come off them, and it took me a good while to come off them, so and that, when I did, it was getting at the stage now. My mother is 69 now, and started suffering with her arthritis and things are getting worse, so now spend some of the day looking after her, doing odd jobs around her flat for her, because she doesn't live far away from where I'm living, so she actually been down here since just after my father died, which was over 18 years ago now. So spent a good few hours a day down there looking after her and things, and I do get carers premium for that, so moment. And then I just a lot of time on the chucking sims and watching YouTube videos and things, so basically where I'm up to now and that. So with this being a long load on, it's difficult sometimes to get in, and having the company add-on, there's 2 tractors there, and I must 2 complete units there, so I must have just clipped one of them then. Swinging this out, so but parking in this game, it does come eventually. So I've got this on random, so it can be a difficult park or an easy park. This is a tight yard at the best of times, so how we delivered that load undamaged. Income for that. More XP. So right now, you seen me take out a loan in a couple of episodes ago, so now I'm going to revisit the bank there. There's in total 91,426,000 euros to pay back, so you can only repay your loans in full, so you can't say, oh, I want to pay 50 of it. Yeah, they haven't implemented that in. I wish they would, but I'm gonna click on repay there. So I actually paid that loan, and then I'm going to now start the company. So 100 out, and then the 400,000 out. So that's the maximum loan altogether, which you have to take back, and add them 2 repayments. So that's going to come off your balance each day. So we have gotten where we are, where the garage is. So got a greenhouse symbol here because we don't own enough garages yet. We do have to buy them online, so we'll drive up to the garage here.
Let's do this.
The garage purchase now, so I know it's weird doing this at the end, but I will repeat it sometime in a live stream or a video. So if then you come into a live stream and say, well, I haven't seen you do that, I'd say I've already covered it, but I say it's an explanation profile as well, this one, as well as just driving. And once you own a garage in a city, if you visit that city again, you can drive to your garage and have a rest there. It's not so easy to do at the garages in the cities that you garages in the cities that you don't own the garage in. It's difficult, but there's plenty of rest stops around in most places anyway.
Safe and sound.
So here, drive up to the dollar sign. Do it this way. I'll put handbrake on because they're all on the slope there. You press enter, and then it comes up. Do you really want to buy this garage? So you just click yes. You get some cutscenes there. You just bypass them, bypassing the escape key, by the way. Now you own this garage, so now I'm gonna drive into it here, and then Go to garage symbol and that comes up. You want to manage this garage, so click yes. See there, it's brought up that Bratislava small garage, and this is the garage manager screen by the way as well. So then if you want to fill one, you just click on garage slots there, no truck assigned, and then it brings up truck dealers. So because we don't own 5, we can't buy our trucks online, so we must visit the dealer. And like fast forward the game to 8 o'clock, and you come into the dealer screen here. So I'll just click on view all and then entry level. Do that, and I can't afford 3 of those, so I'll be setting this off with 2 drivers. Then when I get enough, I'll upping it to 3. So select the one that you want to buy here. Is that you click on preview there, and then customize, and then you customize to how you want, but drivers customize that much. So I will give them a fighting chance of doing with them. So the 410 engine in. Because you never know when you have to swap into one of these yourself. So this is just the there's Elegance UK and Elegance. So wait, Elegance UK, any of that's UK is right hand drive truck. Custom colour, that colour. So when you've found a colour on here that you like, you can make sure the box is empty there. Colour, and then click on keep as preset, and that'll preset the colours in, which come relevant later on. Accessories, well, we don't need any on there, but we'll go through truck customization. So to buy a truck, you just click on confirm there, and then purchase, because we don't want to trade our truck in. We have, do you want to drive in your truck? No. And then you just allocate it to whichever garage you want. Purchase again. You can afford 2 of them. Can't afford the 3rd one, so we'll leave that. Don't you really want to leave truck? Yes. So now we need to employ some drivers to put in those trucks. So click on recruitment agency and just click on hire driver available. So now we just select whichever drivers that will be best. So he's got a long distance skill point and cargo, so he's not too bad. So you just click on hire, click on the garage where you want them to go and the truck you want them to drive. We've got one there, and then we'll find one. So the more recruitment agencies you discover, the more drivers you get. So he's got a few things there. So hire him and the other truck, and that's all you need to do with your employed drivers. Sign them a truck, and then long, but explain that later. Now we still left ourselves with some money to operate the company with for now. So I'll take it up. Need to buy a 3rd truck, but I'll wait money. So now I need to know that to do that I'll need about that. I'll just got here. Right, so you want to why hasn't this come up? I think you can only do it when you're online, but configuration. So yeah, you can actually do something else when you buy them online, but that isn't available to me yet. How will there? See, game time has advanced to after 8 o'clock because that's when these truck dealers are open. They're open between 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock at night. So 8:26, we have 6.5 hours driving time left. So don't get, and then just market, and then the other jobs you want to take here. So let's explain job markets later. So we saw no in Bratislava, so we select Bratislava there. Then I'll show you special transport either in next live stream or a video. So there's some in quick jobs. You take them and then we go and really check to see what's available in here, see if I can take any of them. Yeah, I might have a go in my own truck, but I can't promise that they'll be very good here, but next video. So I hope you've watched this to the end and you've learnt some more aspects of the game. So 10-10 for now, stay safe on the roads and don't have too many accidents. Till next time, goodbye.